Deshaun Watson was not traded to the Dolphins, and Tua is still a Dolphin. Heck yeah. Beautiful people, what is going on? It is Sam. Welcome back to another video. As I said, Deshaun Watson was not traded. A ton of deals that we thought would happen did not happen. The only ones that were notable, Von Miller to the Rams and Melvin Ingram to the Chiefs. With that being said, let's go over 5 trades that we would have loved to see at this trade deadline. Number 5, Odell Beckham Jr. to the 49ers. This trade was rumored about a week ago. The 49ers were showing interest in Odell Beckham Jr. for maybe a 5th round pick. Odell Beckham Jr. has not been too great this year. 17 receptions, 232 yards, and no touchdowns. The reason why the price would not be super expensive is, 1, you're taking on his awful contract. 2, the production level has just not really been there as of recently. So Odell Beckham Jr. would not be too expensive. With this being said, this would be a great move for both sides because the 49ers would be getting a good veteran that could help either a young quarterback or Jimmy Garoppolo. But also, this also clears up the cap room and gets rid of someone that you didn't really need for the Cleveland Browns. Number 4, Evan Ingram to the Green Bay Packers. As we all know, Robert Tonyan, he suffered a season-ending ACL injury on Thursday night against the Arizona Cardinals. With this being said, Evan Ingram never really panned out for the Giants. He never really did too much. Even this year, he's only got 17 receptions, 148 yards, and 1 touchdown. He just was never a fit for the Giants and their offense with Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones doesn't like really to throw the tight end. He makes some big catches, though, in crucial situations, which is what makes him good, though. So this is why he'd be good for the Packers. While Rodgers doesn't really throw to his tight ends, losing Tonyan is a big missing piece, especially to get this run game going. With a big body like Ingram, huge physical athlete, this would be a great boost for them as they make their playoff push. Coming up at number 3, a pretty interesting one, Mitchell Trubisky to the Washington football team. This one rumored to have almost been actually dealt this morning. Ryan Fitzpatrick will be coming back very soon for the Washington football team. He'll start practicing soon. Mitchell Trubisky had a good preseason, pretty much leading them to their 4-0 preseason record. With this being said, Trubisky never really panned out in Chicago. They wasn't given too much time with actual weapons, but never really panned out anyway. The thing that was rumored was Mitchell Trubisky and a 3rd-round pick to the Washington football team in exchange for a 1st-round pick for the Buffalo Bills. This would have given the Bills a huge edge on getting a future big setting piece, as well as giving the Washington football team a star quarterback for their future. Number 2, Deshaun Jackson to the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry is out for the whole entire season, as we all know. This means we're going to have to start relying on that passing game with Ryan Tannehill. A.J. Brown and Julio Jones are not able to stay healthy. A.J. Brown has had good games this year. Other than that, their wide receiver core is pretty leaky. Adding a guy like Deshaun Jackson, who could also help in your return game, would be very vital for this Tennessee team, but they weren't able to make it happen at this trade deadline. The value for Deshaun Jackson was looking at about a 5th-round pick, but this trade never panned out. And number 1, what we've all been waiting for, Deshaun Watson to the Miami Dolphins. This one has been rumored for a very long time. Deshaun Watson was wanting out of Houston this offseason, never was traded. He then had a bunch of legal stuff come up. 23 cases of sexual assault were put on his name, and a few of them have been cleared up, and most of them are going to be cleared up very soon, but this trade just never happened. The owner was given permission to meet with Deshaun Watson today. As he did, the trade never panned out, as today really everything that happened just went down. The biggest rumored trade was that the Washington football team was going to be involved in a 3-way trade with this team. The Miami Dolphins would receive Deshaun Watson. The Houston Texans would receive 3 first-round picks and Xavier Howard, one of those first-round picks being from the Washington football team, and the Washington football team would get Tua Tagovailoa. The reason why Tua Tagovailoa wouldn't go to the Texans was because the Texans did not have any interest in Tua. They wanted to write out Davis Mills as their quarterback. What other trades did you want to see at this trade deadline? Let us know with a comment below or at our forums and our subreddit. Speaking of social media, you can go check them all out. Links are always in the description. Go buy some merch. You can make me happy, and you'll become a beautiful person. Anyway, as I was saying, guys, have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys in the next one, and go Bills.